according to Kanye West, one good girl is worth 1,000 bitches. And if according to Lil Wayne, bitches come a dime a dozen, does that mean that one good girl is worth $8.33? In Thailand, $8.33 is about 275 baht. 275 baht will get you one skanky hooker in a Thai brothel. If what you want is a really good hooker, it'll cost you at least 2,000 baht or about $61. So in Thailand, a good woman is worth $61 or 732 a dozen. However, to further this, according to Tupac's Mo Money equals Mo Bitches, if you divide out Mo, you will see that money equals bitches. Therefore, 1,000 monies is equal to one good girl. To extrapolate further, dividing with respect to money yields one money equal to $0.00833. This changes everything because money isn't worth hardly anything. A linear relationship between money and bitches means the equation relating to them is in the form of y is equal to ax plus b, where x is money and y is bitches. Consulting the Lil Wayne theorem, if 12 bitches are worth 10 cents, then one is $0.0083. Therefore, we know that the equation 1 equals a, open bracket, 0.0083, close bracket, plus b must hold true, and so must 12 equal to a, open bracket, 0.1, close bracket, plus b. To find the equation relating money to bitches, you must have a and b values which satisfy the previous equations. Since Mo implies a positive linear relation, we know that a must be positive. I have done the math for you and found out that a is equal to 119.96 and b is equal to 0.0043. So, open bracket bitches, close bracket, is equal to 119.96, open bracket, money, close bracket, plus 0.0043. To find the number of good girls you get from an amount of money, simply divide the number of bitches by 1,000 because of the Kanye West theorem. But Biggie said that Mo Money is equal to Mo Problems, so money equals problems. And since Mo Money, Mo Bitches, we can see that bitches are equal to problems. Well, one must first consult the 50-cent law, Mo Money, Mo Problems. Here, we see that the amount of money is proportionate to the number of problems. Then, one must factor one of the basic rules of the Carter theorem. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Here, we see that without a bitch, the average person will have exactly 99 problems. Therefore, the formula must be applied. Open bracket, current amount of money, close bracket, open bracket, 8.33, close bracket, divided by ln, open square bracket, open bracket, problems, 100 minus 1, close bracket, open bracket, current amount of money, close bracket, close square bracket, bitches, equal to worth of bitch. Unfortunately, this formula only tells us the value of a bitch, which as we know, is worth only 1 monies. Therefore, you must apply open square bracket, open bracket, worth of said prostitute, close bracket, open bracket, problems, close bracket, multiplied by open bracket, money minus 8.33, close bracket, close square bracket, plus 1 divided by 1,000, which will equal the value of a good girl. But that's not how math works. Tupac was merely stating that the derivative of money in terms of bitches is strictly positive. Moreover, he skipped a lot of steps in his proof and never formally published the full version. I bet you believe Fermat's margins were too small as well, right? Imperial bitches is actually a weight of unit. An imperial one is around 111.111.111.111.112 pounds. There's one fundamental law of math that Lil Wayne forgot to include in his calculations. We have to follow the law of bitches ain't shit, theorized by Dr. Dre himself. With that principle included, we can work out that if bitches ain't shit and a good girl is worth 1,000 bitches, a good girl is still not worth shit. But you're forgetting that Jay-Z published his paper on the money ain't a thing theory. Therefore, if bitches aren't worth shit, then bitches aren't money, and so therefore, they are in fact a thing. Is that the transitive property of bitches? Is it possible that for every bitch, there's an equal and opposite good girl? That doesn't make sense though, because Kanye said a good girl is worth 1,000 bitches. The economics don't make sense. Newton or Kanye is wrong. They cannot both apply their laws to bitches. I think the important part here is, are we assuming that there is one good girl for every 1,000 bitches? This is a very scary thought. 1 in 1,000 women are a good girl, and the other 999 are bitches. To me, this would make my $8.33 a very good investment. I paid at least $3,000 for my wife's wedding ring. Could I have bought 360 good girls instead of one good girl? Because I can't help but feel like I have overpaid for my good girl according to the genius of Kanye West and Lil Weezy F. Don't get me wrong, I love my good girl wife, but I feel duped knowing that she may have been only worth $8 instead of $3,000. Cheap bastard. It actually depends on the type of woman. If it is a baker's daughter, it is less, since the sample size is actually larger. You know how a baker's dozen is worth 13? So, open bracket, 0.10 divided by 13, close bracket, times 1,000 is equal to $7.69, or like $9.69 Canadian, not counting the maple syrup. We can conclude that one bitch is worth approximately 83 cents, but since bitches are of negative value, it's actually negative 0.83 cents. This means that in order to get the correct positive value of a good girl, there needs to be an exponential factor involved here. In order to evaluate the amount of good girls needed to offset the bitches, you use the simple formula negative 0.0083b2 is equal to g. This intuitively makes sense when you think about how the more bitches you have around you, the exponentially higher value every single good girl has. So, when b is equal to 1,000, we get g equal to negative 0.0083, open bracket 1,000, close bracket 2 is equal to $69.89. Interestingly enough, if the entire population of women in the US, let's just say 150 million for simplicity, were bitches, the worth of one good girl would then be $1,550,025,000,000, which is just over the total USD currently in circulation.